Hey everyone, welcome back to English Vibes.
Hi, we're so excited to see you today.
My name is Maya.
And I'm John. We're here to help you practice speaking English naturally.
If you enjoy our videos, don't forget to hit subscribe and give us a thumbs up.
Yes, please, it really helps us. So today, we're talking about plans for 2026.
This is such a perfect topic right now. We're at the end of 2025, so everyone is thinking about next year.
Exactly. Talking about future plans is such a common conversation topic in English.
You'll use these phrases all the time with friends, family, coworkers, everyone.
So let's dive in. Maya, have you started thinking about your plans for 2026?
I have. I've been making some lists and thinking about what I want to accomplish next year.
Lists are a great way to organize your thoughts. I do the same thing every December.
There's something satisfying about writing down your goals and plans. It makes them feel more real.
Totally agree. So, what are some of your main goals for 2026?
Well, my biggest goal is to improve my Spanish. I've been studying on and off, but I want to commit to it seriously next year.
That's a great goal. Learning a new language is always valuable. How are you planning to do it?
I'm going to take classes twice a week at a local language school. Plus, I want to practice with native speakers through language exchange apps.
Immersing yourself in the language as much as possible really helps. Are you planning to travel to a Spanish speaking country?
Actually, yes, that's another one of my goals. I want to visit Spain in the summer.
Oh, wow, that's exciting. Have you decided which cities you want to see?
I'm thinking Barcelona, Madrid, and maybe Seville. I want to stay for at least 2 weeks to really experience the culture.
2 weeks is perfect. Not too short, not too long. You'll get a real feel for the places you visit.
Exactly, and it'll be amazing practice for my Spanish skills. Nothing beats real-world conversation.
Absolutely. I'm actually planning to travel next year too. I want to visit Japan.
Japan, that's on my bucket list. How long are you planning to go for?
I'm hoping for 3 weeks. I want to see Tokyo, Kyoto, and some smaller towns too.
3 weeks sounds perfect for Japan. There's so much to see. Have you been learning Japanese?
I've learned some basics, greetings, how to order food, directions, enough to get by as a tourist.
That's smart. Even knowing a little bit shows respect for the culture. When are you planning to go?
Probably in April. I've heard the cherry blossoms are incredible then.
Cherry blossom season. That's the most beautiful time to visit. You'll take amazing photos.
I'm already excited just thinking about it. But travel is just one part of my plans. I also have some career goals.
Oh, yes, career planning is so important. What are you thinking about for your professional life?
I want to get a promotion at work. I've been in my current position for 3 years now, and I'm ready for more responsibility.
3 years is a good amount of time to master a role. What steps are you taking to make that happen?
I'm going to talk to my manager in January about my career goals. I want to understand what skills I need to develop.
That's proactive. Communicating your ambitions clearly is so important. Managers appreciate when employees take initiative.
I'm also planning to take some professional development courses, maybe get a certification in my field.
Certifications can really boost your resume and show you're serious about advancing. Which certification are you considering?
There's a project management certification that would be really valuable for the kind of work I do.
Project management skills are useful in almost any career. That's a solid choice.
I think so too. What about you? Do you have any career goals for 2026?
Yes, I want to start a side project. I've been thinking about creating online content related to my hobby of photography.
That sounds exciting. Like a blog or YouTube channel?
I'm thinking maybe both. I want to share tips about photography and maybe sell some presets or tutorials.
That could definitely grow into something bigger. When are you planning to launch?
I want to have everything ready by February. That gives me January to plan, create content, and set up the platforms.
A realistic timeline is important. Too many people rush and then burn out. Are you nervous about putting yourself out there?
A little bit, but I think the excitement outweighs the fear. I just need to start and see what happens.
That's the right attitude. You can always adjust as you go. The important thing is to begin.
Exactly. Now let's talk about personal development goals. Those are just as important as career goals.
So true. I want to focus on my health and fitness in 2026. I've been pretty sedentary this year.
A lot of people share that goal. What specific things are you planning to do?
I want to go to the gym at least 3 times a week. I'm going to hire a personal trainer for the first month to learn proper form.
Getting a trainer is smart. They can create a program specifically for your goals and make sure you don't injure yourself.
That's my thinking exactly. I also want to improve my diet. Less takeout, more home-cooked meals.
Meal planning really helps with that. If you prep on Sundays, you're less likely to order food during the busy week.
Good tip. I should start doing that. Do you have any health or fitness goals?
I want to run a half marathon. I've never done one before, but several of my friends did one this year, and it inspired me.
That's ambitious. A half marathon is 13.1 miles. Have you been running regularly?
I run occasionally, but not consistently. I'm going to follow a training plan that gradually builds up the distance.
That's the safe way to do it. When is the race you want to enter?
There's one in October, so that gives me almost 10 months to train. That should be enough time.
Definitely. With a good training plan, you'll be ready. Will you run alone or with a group?
I'm going to join a running club. Training with other people will keep me motivated and accountable.
Accountability partners are so helpful for reaching goals. You're much less likely to skip a run if people are expecting you.
That's exactly why I'm doing it. Plus, it's a nice way to make new friends who share the same interest.
Perfect. Let's talk about financial goals. Money management is something everyone should think about.
Yes, financial planning can feel overwhelming, but it's so important. What are your financial goals for 2026?
I want to save at least 20% of my income every month. Right now, I'm only saving about 10%.
Doubling your savings rate is significant. How are you going to make that happen?
I'm going to set up automatic transfers to my savings account right after I get paid. That way, I won't be tempted to spend it.
Paying yourself first is one of the best financial habits. Once the money's in savings, you adjust your spending to what's left.
Exactly. I'm also going to track my expenses more carefully. I think I waste money on subscriptions I don't even use.
So many people do that. You sign up for a free trial and forget to cancel. Those monthly charges add up.
I'm going to audit all my subscriptions in January and cancel anything I'm not actively using.
That's a great start to the year. I have a similar goal. I want to pay off my credit card debt completely.
That's a fantastic goal. Being debt-free feels so liberating. Do you have a plan for how to do it?
I'm using the avalanche method, paying off the card with the highest interest rate first while making minimum payments on the others.
That saves you the most money in the long run. It requires discipline, but it's mathematically the best approach.
I've calculated that if I stick to my plan, I should be debt-free by September, maybe even August if I'm really careful.
Having a specific timeline makes it feel more achievable. You can visualize yourself debt-free by summer.
That's what motivates me. I'm also going to start investing a little bit once the debt is paid off.
Good thinking. Getting your money working for you through investments is how you build long-term wealth.
I'm nervous about it because I don't know much about investing, but I'm planning to educate myself.
There are so many free resources online. Podcasts, videos, articles. You just have to start learning.
I've already added some personal finance books to my reading list for the year.
Speaking of reading, let's talk about hobbies and leisure goals. Life isn't just about work and money.
So important. Balance is everything. I want to read at least 24 books in 2026.
2 books a month, that's a solid goal. Have you already started making your reading list?
I have a few books in mind, but I'm leaving room for spontaneous choices too. Sometimes the best books are ones you discover unexpectedly.
True. Are you focusing on any particular genres?
I want to mix it up. Some fiction, some nonfiction, maybe some biographies. I don't want to limit myself.
Variety keeps reading interesting. I want to limit my screen time in 2026. I spend way too much time on my phone.
That's such a common struggle. Smartphones are designed to be addictive. What's your strategy?
I'm going to set app limits on my phone, like maximum 1 hour per day on social media.
That's a concrete, measurable limit. Good. Are you going to replace that time with something else?
Yes, I want to learn to play guitar. I've always wanted to, but never made time for it.
That's wonderful. Music is such a rewarding hobby. Are you going to take lessons?
I'm going to start with online tutorials and see how I progress. If I stick with it for a few months, I'll invest in proper lessons.
That's a sensible approach. No point in spending money on lessons if you're not sure you'll commit.
Exactly. Plus, starting with 3 resources means there's no pressure. I can learn at my own pace.
I love that you're replacing a passive activity like scrolling with an active creative one like music.
That's the idea. I want to spend my time building skills rather than just consuming content. What about you? Any new hobbies?
I want to get better at cooking. I can make basic meals, but I want to expand my repertoire.
Cooking is such a practical skill. Plus, it connects to your financial goals. Cooking at home saves money.
Exactly. I'm going to try one new recipe every week. By the end of the year, I'll have 52 new dishes I can make.
That's a lot of variety. Are you going to focus on any particular cuisine?
I want to try everything. Italian, Thai, Mexican, Indian. I love diverse flavors.
Your friends are going to love being invited to dinner at your place.
That's another goal, actually, to host more dinner parties. I want to bring people together over good food.
Social goals are really important. We need face-to-face connection, especially in our digital age.
Absolutely. Speaking of connection, I want to call my family more often. I text them, but phone calls feel more personal.
That's thoughtful. How often are you planning to call?
At least once a week. My parents aren't getting any younger, and I want to maintain a strong relationship with them.
They'll really appreciate that effort. Family relationships require intentional nurturing.
I'm also planning to visit my grandparents every month. They live about 2 hours away, so it's doable.
Quality time with grandparents is precious. Those memories and conversations are irreplaceable.
I know. I don't want to have regrets later about not spending enough time with them while I can.
That's a beautiful perspective. I have a similar goal. I want to reconnect with old friends I've lost touch with.
That's wonderful. It's easy to drift apart when life gets busy, but good friendships are worth maintaining.
I'm going to reach out to one person each month, just to catch up, grab coffee, or have a phone call.
One person per month is totally manageable. By the end of the year, you'll have reconnected with 12 people.
And hopefully some of those will turn into regular friendships again. I miss having a strong social circle.
Building community takes effort, but it's so worth it. Humans need connection.
Let's talk about self-care and mental health goals. These are just as important as everything else we've discussed.
So true. I want to establish a better morning routine. Right now, I just rush through everything.
Morning routines set the tone for your whole day. What are you planning to include?
I want to wake up 30 minutes earlier and use that time for meditation, journaling, and a healthy breakfast.
That sounds peaceful. Right now, you probably wake up and immediately feel stressed.
Exactly. I hit snooze 3 times, then panic because I'm running late. It's not a good way to start the day.
Starting the day with calm intention instead of chaos makes such a difference. I want to improve my sleep schedule.
Sleep is foundational for everything else. What needs to change?
I stay up too late scrolling my phone. I need to set a technology curfew. No screens after 10 p.m.
That's smart. The blue light from screens interferes with sleep quality anyway.
I'm going to replace that time with reading. It's more relaxing and helps me wind down.
Perfect. You'll be working toward your screen time goal and improving your sleep at the same time.
2 birds with 1 stone. I'm also thinking about starting therapy or counseling.
That's a positive step. Taking care of your mental health is just as important as physical health.
There's no shame in getting professional help. Everyone can benefit from talking to someone trained to listen.
Absolutely. Therapy isn't just for people in crisis, it's maintenance for your mental wellness.
Exactly how I see it. Now let's talk about environmental and sustainability goals. These matter for our future.
Yes, I want to reduce my plastic consumption in 2026. I use way too many single-use plastics.
What changes are you planning to make?
I'm going to bring reusable bags for shopping, get a good water bottle, and avoid plastic packaging when possible.
Those are practical switches that make a real difference. I want to start composting.
Composting is great for reducing waste. Where are you planning to do it?
I have a small backyard, so I'll set up a compost bin there. All my food scraps can become fertilizer for a garden.
You're planning to garden too?
Yes, I want to grow some of my own vegetables: tomatoes, peppers, lettuce, herbs.
That's amazing! Fresh vegetables from your own garden taste so much better than store-bought.
Plus, it's sustainable, healthy, and saves money. It checks multiple boxes.
I love goals that have multiple benefits like that. I'm thinking about using public transportation more often.
To reduce your carbon footprint?
Yes, and to save money on gas and parking. Plus, I can read or listen to podcasts during the commute instead of being stressed in traffic.
That's a great way to reframe it, not as a sacrifice, but as gaining reading time.
Perspective makes all the difference. Let's talk about learning goals beyond just languages.
Good idea. I want to take a photography course. I take lots of photos, but I don't really understand the technical aspects.
Learning about aperture, shutter speed, and composition will take your photos to the next level.
That's what I'm hoping for. I have a decent camera, but I only use it on automatic mode.
Manual mode gives you so much creative control. Are you taking an in-person class or online?
I found a 6-week course at the community college that starts in February. It's affordable and has good reviews.
Community college classes are such a great resource that people often overlook. I want to learn basic car maintenance,
That's practical. What kinds of things do you want to learn?
how to change a tire, check and add fluids, understand warning lights, basic troubleshooting.
Those skills can save you money and give you confidence. Plus, you won't be helpless if something goes wrong.
Exactly. I hate feeling dependent on others for basic stuff. Are you learning anything else?
I'm going to take a cooking class too. Specifically, I want to learn how to bake bread.
Homemade bread is incredible. The smell alone is worth it.
I've tried a few times on my own, but it never turns out right. I need someone to show me the techniques.
Bread making is definitely an art. Once you master it, though, you can bake whenever you want.
That's the goal. Okay, let's talk about one more category: giving back and volunteering.
Such an important topic. I want to volunteer regularly at a local animal shelter.
You love animals. That's a perfect fit. How often are you planning to go?
I'm thinking twice a month. That's enough to make a difference, but not so much that it becomes overwhelming.
Volunteering is so rewarding. You get back more than you give. I want to mentor someone in my field.
That's generous of you. Sharing your knowledge and experience can really help someone else's career.
I remember how much my mentors helped me when I was starting out. I want to pay that forward.
That's beautiful. The best way to show gratitude for help you received is to help others.
I'm going to reach out to some professional organizations to see how I can connect with people looking for mentorship.
Some companies have formal mentorship programs too. You could check internally first.
Good point. I'll start there. What else do you want to achieve in 2026?
I want to donate to charity regularly, not just when I feel guilty or during the holidays.
Consistent giving makes more impact than occasional large donations. What's your plan?
I'm going to set up automatic monthly donations to 3 charities I care about, even if it's just $25 each. That's consistent support.
Automating it ensures you actually follow through. Otherwise, it's easy to forget or make excuses.
Exactly. I'll choose causes related to education, environmental protection, and food security.
Those are all crucial areas. Every contribution helps.
I know we've covered a lot of goals today. The important thing is not to get overwhelmed.
So true. It's better to focus on a few key goals rather than trying to do everything at once.
Pick your top 3 to 5 priorities and really commit to those. You can always add more later.
And remember that progress isn't always linear. You'll have good days and bad days.
Be kind to yourself. If you slip up, just start again the next day. Don't abandon your goals completely.
Tracking your progress helps too, whether it's a journal, an app, or a simple checklist.
Seeing how far you've come is incredibly motivating, especially when you feel like giving up.
And celebrate small wins along the way. You don't have to wait until December to acknowledge your progress.
Great point. Every step forward deserves recognition. Did you exercise today? Celebrate. Did you save money this week? Celebrate.
The journey is just as important as the destination. Enjoy the process of becoming better.
I love that. Now let's encourage our viewers to share their plans.
Your plans for 2026 might inspire someone else or give them ideas they hadn't considered.
And writing them down publicly creates accountability. You're more likely to follow through.
Plus, our community is supportive. Everyone here wants to see each other succeed.
Okay, everyone, we've shared so many plans and goals today.
We're both excited about 2026 and all the possibilities it holds.
Remember, planning is important, but action is what creates results.
Don't just dream about your goals, take concrete steps to make them happen.
Start small, stay consistent, and believe in yourself. You can do this.
Before we finish, let's do a quick vocabulary review.
Yes, let's explain some important words we use today about planning and goals.
First word, accomplish. To accomplish means to successfully achieve or complete something.
I want to accomplish my goal of learning Spanish, or she accomplished so much this year.
Next word, commit. To commit means to dedicate yourself to something and follow through, even when it's difficult.
I'm going to commit to exercising 3 times a week shows serious dedication, not just casual interest.
Next is proactive. Proactive means taking action before problems arise, rather than just reacting to situations.
Being proactive about your career means talking to your boss about goals before they ask. You take initiative.
Let's explain realistic. Realistic means achievable and practical based on actual circumstances, not just wishful thinking.
Setting a realistic goal means considering your time, resources, and abilities. I'll save $5 per month is more realistic than I'll save $5,000 per month if you earn $3,000.
Next word, ambitious. Ambitious means having a strong desire to achieve something challenging, having big goals.
Running a half marathon when you've never run before is ambitious. It's challenging, but possible with effort.
Next is accountability. Accountability means being responsible for your actions and answerable to others for your commitments.
Joining a running club creates accountability because others expect you to show up. You're less likely to skip.
Let's talk about audit. To audit means to carefully examine and evaluate something, often finances or processes.
I'm going to audit my subscriptions means checking all your monthly payments and evaluating if you really need them.
Next word, nurture. To nurture means to care for and encourage growth or development over time.
You nurture relationships by regularly connecting with people. You nurture plants by watering them. It requires consistent attention.
Next is intentional. Intentional means doing something deliberately and purposefully, not by accident or habit.
Living intentionally means making conscious choices about how you spend your time and energy, not just going through the motions.
Last word, milestone. A milestone is an important stage or event in development or progress toward a goal.
Paying off your first credit card is a milestone on your journey to being debt-free. Getting your first 5K done is a milestone towards your half marathon.
So we learned accomplish, commit, proactive, realistic, ambitious, accountability, audit, nurture, intentional, and milestone.
These are 10 powerful words for discussing goals and planning your future.
Use these words when you talk about your plans in English. They'll make you sound more fluent.
Now it's your turn. We have a question for you.
Write in the comments, what's your #1 goal for 2026?
Is it learning English? Traveling somewhere new? Starting a business? Getting healthier?
Tell us in the comments. We want to hear what you're working toward.
And let's support each other. If you see someone's goal in the comments, encourage them.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already.
And turn on notifications so you never miss our videos.
Keep practicing your English every day. You're doing amazing.
And good luck with all your plans for 2026. We're cheering for you.
See you in the next video.
Happy planning. Goodbye, everyone.
Quick vocabulary review. 1. Accomplish, to successfully achieve or complete something. 2. Commit, to dedicate yourself to something and follow through. 3. Proactive, taking action before problems arise. 4. Realistic, achievable and practical based on actual circumstances. 5. ambitious, having strong desire to achieve something challenging. 6. Accountability, being responsible for your actions and commitments. 7. Audit, to carefully examine and evaluate something. 8. Nurture, to care for and encourage growth over time. 9. Intentional, doing something deliberately and purposefully. 10. Milestone, an important stage or event in progress toward a goal. 11. Start planning your amazing 2026 today. You've got this.